If God really loves you, why does life feel so heavy right now? Why do you wake up tired, even after sleeping? Why does your chest feel tight for no clear reason? Why does it feel like you're carrying something you can't explain? You pray, you believe, you try to do the right things. So why does it still hurt? That question alone has made a lot of people feel guilty, ashamed, like something is wrong with their faith. But maybe the weight you're feeling isn't proof that God is distant. Maybe it's proof that something deeper is happening. Somewhere along the way, we were taught a dangerous idea. If God loves you, life should feel lighter. If your faith is real, you shouldn't feel this way. If you're close to God, you should always have peace. So when life feels heavy, we assume we're failing. We think, maybe I don't believe enough. Maybe God is disappointed in me. Maybe I did something wrong. And instead of running to God with our pain, we hide it. We smile in public. We say, I'm fine. We keep going. But inside, the weight grows. And the real problem isn't the pain itself. The real problem is believing that pain means God left, because that lie slowly separates people from Him. I know this because I've been there. There were seasons when I believed in God, but still felt crushed inside. I prayed, but the answers didn't come fast. I trusted, but the situation didn't change. I had faith, but my heart still felt tired. And I remember thinking, God, if you love me, why does this feel so hard? I didn't feel rebellious. I didn't feel distant on purpose. I just felt overwhelmed, carrying expectations, carrying pressure, carrying wounds no one else could see. And what hurt the most wasn't the pain. It was the silence, or at least what felt like silence. But here's the truth that changed everything for me. God's love does not remove weight. It teaches you how to carry it. Some of the strongest people in the Bible felt crushed. David cried out in the Psalms. Job questioned everything. Elijah wanted to give up. Even Jesus wept under the weight he carried. Pain was never a sign that God wasn't present. It was often the place where He was closest. Sometimes life feels heavy because you're growing. You're being refined. You're letting go of things that once defined you. You're carrying responsibility you didn't have before. And growth is not light. But here's the beauty. You're not carrying it alone, even if it feels like you are. God doesn't love you less because you're tired. He doesn't love you less because you're struggling. He doesn't love you less because you have questions. His love stays even in the weight. So what do you do when life feels heavy? You stop pretending it isn't. You stop trying to be strong for everyone. You stop hiding your questions. You stop carrying things God never asked you to carry alone. And you do something simple but honest. You bring the weight to Him, not with perfect words, not with polished prayers, but with truth. You say, God, this is heavy. I don't understand. I'm tired. I need you. Because faith isn't pretending everything is okay. Faith is trusting God enough to be real with Him. And little by little, something changes. Not always the situation, but you. You gain strength where you had none. Peace that doesn't depend on circumstances. Clarity in the middle of confusion. The weight doesn't disappear overnight, but it no longer crushes you, because faith isn't pretending everything is okay. Faith is trusting God enough to be real with Him. And little by little, something changes. Not always the situation, but you. You gain strength where you had none. Peace that doesn't depend on circumstances. Clarity in the middle of confusion. The weight doesn't disappear overnight, but it no longer crushes you. If life feels heavy right now, it doesn't mean God stopped loving you. It may mean He's shaping you, strengthening you, preparing you for something deeper. You are not weak for feeling this way. You are human, and God is not afraid of your pain. So don't walk away from Him in the weight. Walk with Him through it, because the same God who sees your struggle is the God who promises to carry you through it. And He hasn't let go of you, not even for a second.